All right. Welcome back. Season 2, episode 2, featuring DJ Ray.
Oh my god.
I'm glad I hadn't opened that yet. Raymond, welcome to the show.
Howdy. Yep.
How you feeling today? What are you doing?
I'm feeling good. I'm doing nothing. I'm just sitting down, holding what looks like to be I don't even know what to call it.
A wonderful microphone.
A wonderful microphone.
Our starting gear.
Yep.
We're at this point a mix between like second generation podcasting gear and old hand-me-down stuff.
Nice. Well, I like the hand-me-down aesthetic, especially since it looks like we're on the set for Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
Given the whole Christmas lights and blue background.
Yeah.
I was kind of scared something was gonna pop out, like
Just
a giant spider thing right there. That thing had me sweating, bro.
One time I was just sitting here like at the desk working, and it fell onto my desk, and I was not vibing with that, man. I fell back out of this tiny ass blue chair.
Dude, that'd be hell, bro. I have like an absolute fear of spiders, bro.
Like spider phobia.
Yeah, arachnophobia, bro. But like at the same time, I try and learn as much about them because the way I see it, know your enemy.
I agree. I gotta agree with that. I bet Cameron's finally responding. You might have noticed Cameron's not here. We don't know why.
It's because I killed him and took his place.
I'm okay with that. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know what he's up to, but I'm sure he'll be back for the next episode.
Yep.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're our first guest of season 2.
Yep.
We're looking to get more. Do you have any recommendations?
I don't know. I don't know.
If you were listening to a podcast from your school and you wanted to hear some guests, like what they had to say, who would you want to listen to?
I don't know, because it's at the same time, it's like, okay, what will they say will anything they say implicate me in any crimes they've committed?
We can't have that.
we can't have that. Okay, it's like inviting Jeffrey Dahmer onto your podcast and have him like, oh yes, let's get more people like him to speak.
Well, to be fair, I would have Jeffrey Dahmer on the show. I would try. I tried to get remember the Chloe Carter fiasco?
No, I did not. Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit of a wet blanket. You gotta tell me what's going on. I don't keep up with that.
Chloe Carter was a teacher in our school district, and she made an OnlyFans and was caught doing stuff in the classroom on the OnlyFans, and she got fired and all that. But she was in Havasu, and I reached out to her to try and get her on the show with no response.
What did you think?
I was hoping I would get a response.
Let me break it to you like this. Oh god, I've been fired. I'm probably gonna be put on a list. I just got caught like filming pornography in my classroom, and now some 17-year-old kid wants to invite me and speak about it on his podcast. No,
I was giving her the opportunity to speak her piece. Whatever she wanted to say, she could say it on the show.
So you want to interview her on what looks like to be the casting couch here, but a little more roughed up, dude? What were you thinking?
Dude, we found this couch on the side of the road, and we tried to fix it up, but it didn't work out, clearly.
Oh yeah, couch hunting's fun. One time, I was with my aunt. We were on my way to Walmart to pick up Modern Warfare 2, and we found this beat-up mini couch, and we're like, oh my god. So we went back to their place, got their van, drove all the way back looking for this couch. We finally found it, cleaned it up, and now it's theirs.
Nice. That's always a good move. We were looking for couches like all night, like from 6 to 10. We were just looking for, well, everything to put in here, but from 6 to 10, and we couldn't find a couch, and we were about to give up and just call it quits, and we drove right past this beauty just on the side of the road, just like, there's a couch! We found it! And we picked it up, and it was like half hanging out of the car. Like Cameron was just back there, just like hanging onto a cushion, trying to make sure it didn't fall out.
If you turned too hard, you would have lost Cameron and the couch.
All of that in one fell swoop. One episode away from the season being over, and we lost Cameron.
And the couch, more importantly.
More importantly, the couch. We also did the same thing with the refrigerator. We picked up a refrigerator and we put it in the back of the car, And actually, it wasn't just Cameron holding it. It was a few guys, but like it was hanging out of the back of the car, and like it wasn't a very far drive, but still,
like turns are scary.
yeah, they're like, please don't turn hard.
Dog, I know turns are scary, bro. I remember back in 7th grade, they sat me on the bus next to these 2 huge 8th graders. They looked like high schoolers that got held back like 3 times. They were huge.
And big boys.
So what would happen is it would be like 30 to a seat because that's how packed they were, and like half my ass cheek is just hanging off the seat while the other half is on there, and I'm just holding on like onto the seat like for dear life. And every time we turned, I had to go like,
like Captain America and Winter Soldier.
yeah, and to flex my like puny like 7th grader biceps just to hold on. And sometimes the driver won. I would just fall out, man. Okay, I'd splay out looking like I just got shot.
Every day.
It was not good.
Dang, that's rough, man.
But now I'm the driver. Now I get to make the turns.
It's my move how this car goes.
It's just like, Mom, you may be like the owner of this car, but I'm whipping it. Okay.
Yeah, I never had to deal with a bus. I mean, except for like sports and stuff, I'd have to go on the bus. But even then, I'd have like my own seat, and I could just take a nap.
You missed out on the bus fiascos, okay? Because there was one time, I think like sophomore year, my bus driver got fired into like the first like week or 2 of school.
How did that happen?
Because he refused to turn on the AC. And one time, I'm not sure if I passed out or blacked out due to lack of sleep or like heat.
Oh my god.
But I just like died in my bus seat. And like a friend of mine who also had the same stop just like had to shake me awake like, hey, Ray, you're gonna miss your stop. Which happened to me before. Not on this bus, but on that 7th grade bus, because I remember it was 2nd day of school, okay? 2nd or 3rd day. It's traumatizing.
Yeah, that's rough.
I brought my 3DS to school, and I thought, I'm going to play it on the bus.
Right.
So we're coming back. I missed my stop. I didn't realize it until a couple matches in, and my friends had left, leaving me the only person playing.
Like,
and it was like,
wait a minute.
like,
is that right?
I had to be like, I just like sat quietly in the seat because I'm like, I didn't know what to do. And it wasn't until the bus driver would be like, hey, we're just supposed to get off like a stop or 2 ago. Like, yeah, like a really long time ago. Because that's the thing, man. I'm just too quiet. I'm not going to say anything if something happens. If you mess up my order, I'll be like, yup, thank you.
Oh, jeez, that's rough, man. What did you do? Like, the bus driver take you back? You had to walk back?
Yeah, they were like, I was like, I already like messed up and caused an inconvenience staying on this bus longer than I might as well just ride it out. So I just waited a few more, and then until I was at a stop that I knew was close enough to my house I can walk.
Oh,
yeah.
You took that. That's
It
calculated
sucked because
decision.
this was before cross country, so I hadn't done that much walking before, and my feet were all burning at the end. And I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Fuck that. And then you joined cross country.
That was hell.
Yeah, cross country was rough.
Cross country is always rough. The first week of school, on like freshman year, my legs did not work. I looked like I was crippled. Okay, I was walking around going like this, like.
Yeah, I feel that. I remember just.
And I didn't even want to join cross country in the beginning. Here's the thing.
Why'd you do it?
Because I thought Miss Washington, I thought the person running it was for track.
Whoops.
And when I heard like, oh, you can join cross country in the meantime because track won't start till the spring. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's just running.
Right.
How hard could it be? I wanted to quit.
Yeah.
But I powered through because the $200, because the $250 tax credit is not going to go to waste, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But eventually I learned to grow and love the sport. So yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm just trying to get my friends to join and suffer with me.
Yeah, of course. I did cross country for sophomore year and junior year, and then I got kicked off this year, early in the year.
Rough moment.
Yeah, that was rough. I just had missed like some practices. Like my brother had a wedding, I missed the practice. I missed some previously.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
But I just didn't pay attention because my mind was thinking, okay, Is she looking at me doing push-ups? Is she looking at me doing sit-ups? How like, okay, she's looking at me. Okay, I better I better like put in effort. That's the thing, man. I was bad at like the warm-ups and the cool-downs, and like anytime we had to be in the locker room.
Yeah,
because I just rather run than work out my arms.
Right.
Okay?
I agree. I have to agree.
Who needs guns when you have speed?
Speed, you can run away from their guns. No
Not
problems.
really. I mean, one guy said it best. Why get pecs when you can just pack techs?
Who said that? Who said that to you?
I don't know, but it was just some hood knowledge passed down to me from the internet.
The ancient texts, bro. They let you know. That is funny. Well, now wait, do you do any other like sports, or was it just cross country
and track?
And track, okay. What do you do in track? Like what's your event?
What are the miles? It's the 1 mile and 2 mile. Yeah, it's great because no one likes doing those, and only the cross country people bother with them. Yeah, but there's so few of us. So you know what that means? Guess who's going to varsity for all those matches? Woo! Let's go, baby!
Easy ladder.
I got a free ride.
So do you do well against the other schools in that?
I do well.
There you go.
I'm not the best. I'm not like outrunning my competition, but I make varsity like often. Yeah. You know, every once in a while I have a bad race and like lose my spot, but I'll fight back for it.
You fight your way back up the ranks. There you go. Yeah. That's all you can ask for. That's cool. Mm-hmm. They try to recruit me for track, all the cross country kids. I won't do it.
I won't blame you. I won't blame you. Listen, the thing is, I'm not gonna like try and get people I don't know to suffer. I'd rather get the people who I know suffer with me.
Yeah, there you go.
I want to make sure they feel my pain.
They can feel it.
Because they're like, oh my god, Raymond, it's just running. I don't understand how it could be so difficult for you. Okay, man up. Well, I'm giving you the opportunity to show me if running is easy or not. You know who you are if you're watching this, okay? You people, I'm trying to get you.
You have to watch it.
I already convinced one person to join with me. Yeah? Yeah, Lucas.
There you go.
Hi, Lucas.
Lucas.
If you're watching this.
Hi, Lucas.
Get ready for hell if you join cross track.
It'll be a good time, man. I believe in you.
No, it will not. Because the one thing I always found is there's a lot of downtime. You know what I mean? You're either waiting for like, okay, what are we training for next? And there's also a lot of running, and you can't really hold a conversation if you're putting in effort.
Yeah,
so it's a sacrifice of, do I want to get better, or do I want to know about the latest scoop? You know what I'm saying?
The latest scoop.
Yeah.
What do you mean by the scoop? The latest scoop?
I don't know. Just talk about whatever, man. Damn, you acting like I'm a journalist.
I remember, so conditioning in general sucks, and I did football like my first year of high school, and yeah, that conditioning was horrible. And it's the same thing, like you can either focus hard on getting good at the game, or you can enjoy yourself. And I chose the latter, and that's why I don't do football anymore.
I don't blame you.
High school sports are for fun.
Man, freshman year was like the golden year for cross country, in my opinion. That's when I can say that was the best time I ever had in my life. Not only because of the people, but also the friends I made. But the people there were pretty crazy as well. Like, we had this one foreign exchange student. She was, I think, from like one of those like pretty well off European countries, you know, like Sweden or something like that. Okay. And she'd be like trying to figure out like, oh, life in America, you know, it's great. And you just have some like stupid Mexican talking to her about The Simpsons, Futurama, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm like, I am your worst representative for life in America. Go talk to someone else.
She's just like, oh man, I understand.
It's like Borat. It's like, America is a very interesting country. Of course she didn't talk like that. She's from like
whatever he claims to be from. That's funny. Did she figure out life in America?
I think so. I don't know. I never saw her again after that year. Probably because she moved back and she was like, I think a senior at the time.
Oh.
So of course.
So you're just like a freshman kid trying to tell her how to
I'm
do
trying.
it.
I wasn't even trying to riz. I was just like, oh, cool. So what's life like over in Europe? Like, do y'all like, I don't know, walk?
What's your guys' Pledge of Allegiance? Because it's obviously not ours.
How many school shootings you have over there?
0. None.
Major L.
L?
It's our biggest import and export.
Nah, Raymond. Hey Google, how many school shootings occur in Europe yearly? Thanks, Google. You're really smart.
I don't think you want to ask Google that.
Well, maybe they know.
No. Oh man, and there was this other girl. She was also a senior as well. But I remember her vividly because she had asthma. So like, you joined a very heavy breathing intensive like sport and you have asthma.
Yeah.
I respect the grind, but I remember her vividly because I remember one time we're just like practicing. This is like beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about breakfast. Me and a couple other buddies were running with her. And she'd be like, and we mentioned Denny's.
You just mentioned Denny's?
I can't go to Denny's anymore.
Why not?
Because she just like blurted out to me and my buddy, like we're both freshmen at the time and she's a senior. She's like, oh yeah, Denny's. I remember I blue balled my boyfriend. And then like we later went to Denny's and he was just groaning in pain. I was like, why would you tell us that?
What the hell?
When I get blueberry pancakes, I'm gonna think about that next time at Denny's.
Why would she tell you that?
I don't know. I told her, like, you do realize you're talking to like 2 freshmen here, right? And you're a senior. Like, do the math, buddy. That's not good.
That is not a good combo. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but she was cool in the end. I think she quit or something. Because after a while, I just stopped seeing her. And I was like, okay, you just imparted me with that knowledge and just left.
She's the blue ball wizard. Don't go to Denny's if you don't want blue balls.
I don't know. I kind of like want to go to Denny's because it's sort of nostalgic for me. Because I went when they were doing the Hobbit movies. And they had the 11 breakfasts, like,
oh my gosh.
And every time I just think about that.
My only memories of Denny's are like super late nights when like I hang out with my buddies and then like we go to like, you know, we want food and we go to Denny's and we just get the most like uncomparable image to the menu. Like the menu looks like this beautiful dish and then I get like a yellow string on my plate and 2 brown discs.
What are you talking about, man? You must have been ordering when they had like a food shortage, like the Great Famine of like 2012 or something. Because I went there a couple like months, like a month or 2 ago. I got some wings and they were pretty good, and their fries slapped.
That's good.
Pancakes slapped. All of it slaps.
I do. Okay, I'll be fair. I had a very good experience at Denny's. I went there with my friends and we're like, let's all get the endless breakfast. Where it's just, they keep bringing you food and they keep bringing you food. And we all got it. And by the end of the night, it was like midnight by the time we're done. And it's just plates as far as the eye can see. Just with various sauces and leftover dishes. Because it came with like eggs, hash browns, pancakes. I think maybe you could get bacon the first time. Like you had to pay extra.
Jesus.
So there's just layers of pancakes and hash browns.
You see, like, you got chefs like passing out in the back, just like trying to come up as much food as possible to feed you like monsters. Jesus,
there were 6 of us. We were just
6 of you. Why would you do that to the Denny's staff? What did they do to you?
Eventually, they cut us off. Like
they had to cut you off.
They said no more. Like we had gone through. Like each of us had like our 3rd plate. And then at one point they just came back with the checks. We're like, hello, we're not done yet.
It's like, bye, get out.
Granted,
this just shows you, just because it says all you can eat doesn't mean they will be happy about it and they will eventually cut you off.
They will stop.
It's a scam.
Yeah. I mean, it was worth it because it was like $7 and you got all you could eat. And I ate a lot. So thanks, Denny's. But when you say all you can eat, make it endless.
I remember my dad traumatized me about bacon. I went to Golden Corral back when that was a thing.
Right.
And I think we went early in the morning, like around like 10 or 11. And I didn't really care about like food and stuff. You know, it's like, is it tasty? Is it chicken nuggets? Is it bacon or whatever? So I like loaded up my plate on bacon. I take it back and my dad's like, You know you're gonna get cancer from that, right? You're gonna die.
What?
You're gonna die. And I was like, what? You're gonna die if you keep eating that. Stop it. So I just stopped eating bacon for like couple of years.
What?
Yeah, I got really, that like shook me.
Is that found on truth? Can you get cancer from eating too much bacon?
You can get like, it's not good for you to eat bacon here. Can we look this up?
Let's ask Google. Google. Hey Google. Can you get cancer from eating too much bacon?
On the website cancercouncil.com.au, they say eating processed meat increases your risk of bowel and stomach cancer. Red meat, such as beef, lamb, and pork, has been classified as a group 2 and carcinogen, which means it probably causes cancer.
All right.
Did you know
No.
if you've had cancer?
Okay.
Maintaining a
Google,
healthy
stop
diet
talking.
can
Hey,
prevent
Google.
back.
Stop. Please stop.
Well, there you have it. Bacon does kill you on the inside, but it fills you up on the inside as well, so.
Yeah. So, it's just one of those things. If you want to die, eat a lot of bacon.
Yeah.
Boom. Easy.
I think I barely started getting back into eating bacon. It's like, it's not because of like religion. I don't eat pork because I haven't had the opportunity to eat pork. I no longer ate bacon because I thought about like death coming for me through my food.
It's just that Puss in Boots scene. It's like you're eating bacon and like the wolf.
Dude.
That's what I'm picturing. Every time you pick up a piece of bacon, it's just the whistling death coming up behind you.
Dude, why did they have to make that character like, he's cool, but like, it's a kid's movie, you know that, right? You don't have to make him that scary, like, goddamn.
I didn't watch it. I've only seen from the memes.
You haven't watched it. I watched it like 2 times now.
Twice?
Yeah.
Is it good? Should I go see it?
It's a pretty good movie, yeah.
Alright, I'll see it sometime.
Yeah.
On the topic of movies,
Oh, God.
have you seen... It's not, oh God. Have you seen Southpaw?
Southpaw.
It's a boxing movie.
No.
Okay. I just watched it last night, and it's the closest I've ever come to crying from a movie. I know, it's a bit...
Pussy shit?
But, like, I've seen a lot of sad movies. Like, was it The Fog? That one's pretty sad. Avengers Endgame.
Okay, I did shed a tear for both Iron Man and and like for Iron Man and Spider-Man dying, but that was most, okay? It's the most I've ever like let my emotions out in a movie when I'm like sad.
That was my next question, is what movies have gotten you like that?
None. Like,
Nothing.
of course, if it's a comedy, I'm gonna be laughing, but like if they're like trying to get me sad, you gotta work hard, man.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
Although I can't say the same for video games. Okay?
Okay. What video games made you cry, Raymond?
The only one off the top of my head that made me just cry and like shed more than a single man tear, a thug tear if you will, was Red Dead Redemption 2. Have you
Alright.
finished it?
I've heard this.
Yeah, just the ending. I felt so bad. I was like, I put the controller down for a minute and just like thought like everything that led up to this moment. I was like, damn. This shit's pretty good.
My buddy, Aaron Plunkett. I don't know. Do you know who that was?
No.
He moved away, but he used to go here, and he is currently trying to 100% RDR2, and he is a fanatic. He has to. Like, if you should talk to him about it, because like he cries about that game. Like I'll talk to him about it. He's like, dude, I cried the other day playing RDR. I was like, what is this?
It's so good. I cried again for it when I like was playing online and just realized, dog, this shit's ass. I paid $60 for this because they abandoned it. It's dead. The online is just not worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, don't play the online. Just buy the single player.
I do have it on my computer right now.
Oh my god, uninstall. Uninstall. Hey Siri, uninstall.
I haven't played it in so long. Don't worry.
Thank God.
Minecraft, I didn't cry because of the Minecraft ending, but I did, like, that video game ending was like,
What is there to cry about in the Minecraft ending? Like,
nothing. It's just like, it's just kind of like thoughtful. Like you sit there and you're like, what is, like you start philosophizing with the end screen.
no, I don't. I just immediately went onto my phone. I still haven't officially beat Minecraft.
What do you
Like-
mean? Like you haven't killed the dragon?
Yeah, I just do it in creative just to get that high,
That's
just
fair.
to say I did it. And then I switch back to survival, and then I jump through the portal. Boom.
It's
did
the
it.
game. Yeah, I mean, granted, I was like 11 when this occurred, but I remember like
Okay.
sitting there like reading what the text said, and I was like, man,
11-year-old
That's deep.
philosopher in the making.
it was deep. It's a good game, all right?
God. Back to the topic of movies. Can we just agree how wild some of them were?
Which ones?
Well, you got a bunch. Like, the plots are just out there. Like, have you seen Taxi Driver?
I haven't seen I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It's like directed by Martin Scorsese. He made the classic gangster movies, like Irishman or Goodfellas and Casino.
Uh-huh.
But this one, it's like, I'm sorry, what was the point of this? So basically, you got this like retired Vietnam vet. You just can't sleep, all right? So he's like, all right, if I'm gonna like have insomnia, I might as well get paid for it. So he takes a job, being a taxi driver.
Mm-hmm.
And then like as he goes on, he gets more disillusioned by the city of New York, and he like talks about there's gonna be a great flood coming that's gonna wipe out all the scum in the streets.
Damn.
And then like there's like two people that he eventually becomes obsessed with. One is like a 13-year-old prostitute that for some reason he is compelled to like, I need to rescue her. All right. He just becomes crazed at that point. And also a woman working at like this office campaigning for like this guy trying to be New York's governor.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes about as well as you expect. She's creeped out by him, and he just loses all interest in her. And she's like, "Damn, I can't get to her." Because you want to know what his part of his plan was to get her attention?
Huh.
He was gonna be assassinate her boss, the dude running for governor. He pulls up at a rally with like his jacket, like his issue jacket with a bunch of like patches all of it, and a mohawk and some aviators. He's just standing there like, kill that guy.
Does he? Does he kill the guy?
No, he fails. He runs away, but he's like, all right, I can't get the attention I want. What do? 13-year-old prostitute. Time to go save her. So like this shootout happens. He eventually gets wounded and wakes up in the hospital. And he just gets like this thank you letter from the chick's like family. He's like, oh my god, thank you for rescuing our daughter. And like the world sees him as a hero. But I'm like, he tried to like assassinate our governor, a dude running for governor.
He tried to kill a politician.
Yeah, like it's so weird. Like I don't know what Scorsese was thinking with that movie. It's great.
I'll check it out sometime. I know Nightcrawler is weird, and that's kind of in the same genre of that.
I think me and another buddy like just called it like, oh yeah, it's in this genre of what we call white man screams.
Yeah.
White man screams movies are the best movies ever.
They're pretty good. I gotta say, there's some respect that goes into those movies where it's like, it's almost abstract the way their like plot is presented, because you're like, what is going on, really? And then it all comes together at the end, of course, but you're really just trying to follow this vision of the director, and you're like, what is going on, man?
What is he on? Like, am I missing something? Are there supposed to be certain like illegal substances I'm supposed to take to enjoy this movie?
That's the thought, but is that a sub I hear in the back?
I don't know, and I'm just so used to it at this point.
Let's see if it's Cameron. Oh lord, that's live. Okay, so you responded to me.
Checking the messages.
Let's see.
I'm bad when it comes to group chats. I'm just the watcher.
The watcher?
Yeah, I'm just like the shadow man, just looking at the text, seeing what happened. Oh, okay. And then just leave and don't comment that much. I mean, I'm trying to break out of it now, but still, it's just hard to like resist the urge to like just look at everything and not do anything at the same time.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, most of the time I'm talking up in the group chats, but I feel that for like Instagram, like just social media in general. Like I don't post anything. I don't do anything on social media except for this. But this doesn't count because
Except for reveal my life.
This is behind a mask of whatever this podcast is.
You're wearing no mask.
That's what the mask's for.
Go take your normal pills or whatever.
Nah, you can't make me. So, anything else you want to talk about? We keep it kind of short here because we have a short attention span. But anything else you want to talk about?
I think I should review this Coke Cherry you kindly handed me.
Oh yeah.
Per bartender's, like, I guess.
Bartender's choice. Yeah,
bartender's choice. We're gonna see if it's good or not.
Crisp noise.
All right, so 8 out of 10 on the crisp. It doesn't get me like wet, but at the same time, it will get my throat wet.
That's what we like to hear. That was a sip. Damn.
8 out of 10. I can see myself drinking this.
There we go.
Oh my god, though. I can't. I'm scared to take bartender's quest at times. Because economics class, I think you were there.
Yeah.
A friend of mine handed me a Monster Energy that was like watermelon. It was like Christmas themed.
Oh.
I tried. I was like, hey, like, why'd you give this to me? She's like, oh, I just wanted you to like have a Monster. I was like, I don't drink energy drinks at all, right? I'm like, oh, just try it. I think you'll like it. I take a sip. I nearly threw the can onto the carpet, and my mouth was melting. Everyone around me was like, "You're killing him! You're killing him!" And I tell her, "What the hell? You're trying to kill me or something? My face is melting." So I'm like, I need to calm down for a bit because I gotta remember I'm in a classroom.
Yeah.
I can't say anything. I can't let them know how I really feel.
Right.
So like periodically I take a sip to think maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe I just need to man up. Nope, it's that bad.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the class, the teacher's like, have you had that like on your desk this entire time? I'm like, yeah. You're not supposed to have. I don't care. I just don't want to drink it anymore. And then I traded it for a broken mouse controller. A friend had like a broken mouse. A friend had broke earlier that day. He just gave me one half, the top half of it.
What? Okay.
It was like evidence of him getting mad in like class, and he just smashed it. And he's like, "Okay, I'll hold on to it for you." And what's funny is, the classroom that I threw it away in was also the class he broke it in. So it just boomeranged itself back.
Full circle.
Man, drinks are scary. Another time, this is like freshman year in biology class. I'm sitting in the back, and this guy we sit with, he's like pretty huge. I think he got held back once or twice or something. He looked built.
Okay.
And this man can like pay for a mortgage. He can like go off and fight for your like right to shit post. It doesn't matter. He can do whatever he wants. But he had in his backpack a big old can of C4 like pre-workout that was like strawberry flavored. And I look at him and I go, "What's that?" "Oh, it's pre-workout. You want to try it?" I was like, "No, not really. No, just try it. So he opens up my big water bottle that I had like half like water. Now, he doesn't get the exact measurements right. It tastes terrible. I take a sip and my heart just starts to beat more and more. Like I felt like I was a hummingbird, bro. It's not good. I felt that later at practice. I just told him like, "Hey man, is this supposed to feel like this? Are you supposed to feel like a hummingbird?" He's like, "You'll get better.
It'll be fine. You gotta get used to it."
The only other time I felt that is when I was like really young and my dad gave me a sip of his coffee and I wanted to die.
That's funny.
But yeah, man, drinks are terrifying.
One time my buddy, we went to the gym and he had his pre-workout and I'd never had it before, and he's like, "All right, you can have some, but you gotta dry scoop it." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Dry scoop."
Don't dry scoop.
I'm like, "What's that?" And he did it. He just took it. Easy as pie. He just took it down. I was like, "All right, I'll try that." I tried it. I, for some reason, tried chewing the powder. Like, I put it in my mouth, and then he's like, "What are you doing? Drink the water." I downed as much water as I could, but like, the chewing and the water turned it into like clay in my mouth. So I just had to eject it, and I just shot it across the hood of his car, and he's like,
"Oh no!"
Dog. And then so it was like clay, and then like we come back out after the gym, and there's just an unmovable surface of just
clay all over the hood of his car.
Nasty.
You did that to him?
yeah. I felt so bad.
You got what he was coming, though.
Yeah, he made me dry scoop, man. That's on him.
Yeah. I remember
come.
my brother was like, dude, can pre-workout make you better at video games? I was like, I don't know, let's try it. So he has like this Dippin' Dots like flavored like
Dippin' Dots flavor?
I think so.
Dippin' Dots is flavored. Like
This-
it gets
okay,
flavored.
whatever. It was Dippin' Dots themed like pre-workout,
Uh-huh.
and we decided to play Quake with it,
Okay.
as well as like hop on some Halo 3. It did not go well, bro. I won. I beat him. Okay, I had to show him who was the older brother,
Right.
but at the same time, like I was not feeling good. I felt sick. Felt all milky, and the milky just doesn't make me feel good, especially since I'm like lactose intolerant.
Yeah. That'll do it.
And that's the thing. Another thing, people misunderstand lactose intolerant people.
Mhm.
Like, yes, we're not supposed to eat milk and cheese. Damn it, we're still gonna eat milk and cheese, okay? Because we have to prove to our body who's boss.
You know, I agree with you, but here's the thing. I went to a water park with my buddy, and he's lactose intolerant.
I can already see where this is going.
Yeah. And bro was didn't care about the lactose intolerance.
Yeah, the real lactose intolerant people will not care.
Well, he had a cheese pizza and Dippin' Dots and various. I think he had.
Did he pull a Caddyshack?
What's that?
You don't know what a Caddyshack is? So there's this movie Caddyshack,
Uh-huh.
and there's a scene where they at the pool
Oh no.
and they throw a chocolate bar in.
No.
I'm saying like that, but did he really do the Caddyshack?
He did not do that. That would have been funny. But no, he just afterwards we went to the mall and he was just I'm like, what's the matter? He's like, I am lactose intolerant. I'm like, you're retarded also. So
No, he's a trooper.
he's just a survivor.
Oh man.
He's misunderstood.
So going back to the thing about how you literally had clay in your mouth for
Yeah.
like a minute and then spat it out and went that reminds me of this story. I got sick on the way to California with my dad. It was just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
So we stop and get some medicine, and he hands me this huge pill. And I'm like young at the time, so I don't know how to swallow. Unlike some of y'all,
Yeah.
I wasn't taught that. Okay,
Hey, yo.
all right, I didn't know how to swallow loads like that. So I thought, like, I can't do it. Maybe if I just like,
Dad, please, I can't get it all in my mouth.
no, I didn't say anything. What I did is I took it and I tried to swallow it. Obviously, I can't because it's huge. So I just thought, maybe if I leave it in my mouth and let it dissolve, it'll work.
Rookie mistake.
It was horrible. I'm pretty sure I got some nerve damage on like the right of my tongue because it's just not good. And my dad noticed my face just like slowly curling up into like despair. And he looks at me, he's like, did you swallow the pill? And I was like, he's like, spit it out. He's laughing and dying and handing me a napkin like, spit it out. No, I spit it out and I just have this like, I don't know where to put it. I don't want to get the car dirty,
Yeah.
so I just put it in my pocket. The little napkin is balled up in a napkin, but he's just laughing. He's like, I can't believe you didn't swallow it, you idiot. What kind of person does that? But after a while, he's like, okay, I realize it's my fault. I shouldn't have got you a pill that big. I should have looked for the kids' signs or something.
Probably. Yeah, no, I've done that. I've done that exact same thing, but I've also like I realized I couldn't swallow pills and I needed to take one.
So
like
you're not gay as well.
Yeah, I'm not gay.
Okay.
I have a very good gag reflex, but like I had to take these nightly pills for whatever reason. I don't remember the case.
Schizophrenia.
I don't know. They're
Take
called-
your meds. I don't know. Who am I with?
Told me to take my meds. I don't know. I stopped doing that after like 3 days. But I had to I couldn't swallow them. Like, I had to build up to that. So I would take them and I'd put them in a mortar and pestle and I'd grind them.
Okay, first off, who keeps a mortar and pestle in their room?
Me when I need pills. I had that, and I would like grind it up.
Baby's first meth lab. I swear, that's all I'm hearing from this story. I took the pills, I grinded them up, I extracted the chemicals from them, I refined it, made it blue.
And I started selling it on the side, through a chicken restaurant. And then I'd like put it in hot chocolate. Like I'd take the powder and I'd put it in hot chocolate, and it worked. I mean, I took the pills. I don't know if it was still effective in the hot chocolate, but
dog, at that point, you're not taking medicine. You're
just spicing up a drink. To be real with you,
you're spiking your drink. That's all you're doing. That's like when you're desperate in the shower and you like, I ran out of conditioner or like shampoo, and you just pour water in it. You're no longer, it no longer works. Okay, everyone. I thought so as well. I thought it prolonged its lifespan.
Yeah, no,
it's working. I see there's still soap in there. It's not working, man. You gotta accept it.
Just get some new soap.
I finally grew up and realized, okay, it's time to throw the bottle out and get another.
Yeah. Yep. It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, we're at the 40-minute mark. Any last little bits to add here? You want to shout out anything?
I don't like how like your feet are just like right there, just all up, and your toe curling. God damn it!
I can't see it on the camera, but there it is.
Yeah, I can just see it. You're just waving at me with your feet. Honestly, one thing I'll never understand: how can you be into that? I remember one friend tried to play it off. I'm on to him now because he's like, oh, it's actually because the part of your brain that has to deal with movement and like attraction is also next to the part that controls your feet. So it's natural for you like feet. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Like, can you back that up? There's been many times I've caught friends in 4K.
You're just like talking to all your friends. You're like, yeah, dude, that's so weird, foot fetish. He's like, actually, and you're like, what?
Like, hold on a minute. There was another time I caught a friend in 4K. So we're just talking. We're out fishing. And we're talking like, like all the crazy things about animals. And you see a dog over there, so of course we're talking about dogs.
Yeah.
And he just like out of nowhere just says like, dude, I don't know about you, one of these days I just want to like take off all my clothes, like put so much peanut butter all over me, and just run around and become the king of dogs. And after I paused, I'm like, hang on, wait, you mean like with no shorts off? And he's like, no, with shorts on and everything. Like, just be like king of the dogs. Like, okay, buddy. We had a good talk for a minute. Like, you can't just blow past that. Yeah. Expect no one to like call you out. Okay, man, I may be quiet in the group chats, but if I hear or see something, I'm gonna say something. Yeah, you gotta. Okay, I'm the neighborhood watch. Is the guy on the sign the pedophile, or is he like the protector? The guy in the trench coat and the hat. Is he the pedophile or the protector that I need to worry about?
I don't think that's mutually exclusive. I think it could be both.
Oh my god.
Well, anything else? What do you think?
I have nothing else to say other than that this cherry soda is pretty good. So yeah.
Glad to hear it. All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, come.
I'm not responding to that.
People think like, oh, Raymond, you're so quiet. You don't really say or do anything. One kid in freshman year, I know we keep going on stories, but these are great. But one time freshman year, I'm sitting around at lunch, and a friend walks up to me, and he's like, hey, Raymond, I gotta ask, you Christian by chance? I'm like, what? He's like, it's because like you don't do anything like us. You don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't swear as much, you don't do as much. You're just like an all-around good kid. I gotta ask, are you a Christian? I'm like, no.
No.
It's called being a decent person. Look it up. He's like, oh, I just thought. Oh. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I kind of have the opposite. Like, I am Christian, but yeah. Oh well. All right. Well, thank you for being on the show. Check out the episode. I don't know when I'll upload this. Probably this weekend.
Probably next month.
No.
Next month. Delay it.
We are already a month behind. We plan on starting right after winter break, like this new season, and we haven't published like the first episode of the new season yet. So we're really slow. It's February.
God, you're like me. It's like after, I don't know, something about like after winter break, something in me just snapped, and I just thought, I'm not gonna put in that much effort. All right, I'm kind of falling behind, but I'm slowly getting back into my mojo.
That's good. That's good to hear. Stay in the mojo. You only got so much longer.
But I can't do it for too long because my teacher called me out because we were like, because in English, she had us like, right, oh, how was your winter break? Describe how you felt, you know, the moods, the tones, the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. And then she like read aloud my thing because she thought this is so great. She's like, Raymond, I just have to call you out in front of everyone. I think this is absolutely hilarious and relatable. And I just basically wrote, like, I can't enjoy my winter break, man. Something in the back of my head is screaming, you got work to do, buddy. It's gonna be over. I don't remember my exact words, but there is one quote that I wrote in there that I said, I felt as if there was a doomsday clock running out to let me know when my responsibilities would come to haunt me again.
I 100% feel that. Even right now, because like we have school, but like we're gonna graduate soon, so like
don't tell me about that.
It's just ticking down.
Well, I hate you so much. I'm trying to block out graduation with like Kanye. Okay, I'm trying to use him. He's like, oh yeah, I love that album.
Man, that's a great album.
I know.
It's too bad what's going on with Kanye.
He can do no wrong. Okay, he's a lyrical genius. Okay,
he's got some next level stuff, man. Kanye. We talk about Kanye on the show a lot, by the way. I thought we made it through a whole episode without bringing him up. Nope, we're back. That's a common outtakes episode.
Oh my god.
All right, well, thank you for coming. I'll let you know when the episode's up.
Yeah, send me the link.
Yeah, I will. Thank you guys for watching.
Do I have to download Spotify? Because I'm kind of like in a war right now.
You don't like Spotify?
No, I use Pandora.
You don't have to download it. It's on YouTube also.
That's another thing.
You're a no on YouTube?
Like, no. So, a while ago, like beginning of the year, I made a joke rapper list of like the top greatest. So okay. I put like Lizzo up there. I put Eminem. I put 6ix9ine, J. Cole.
Joke list.
I said like they're the all-time best, and every other rapper should off themselves. You know,
my god.
Okay, they are not as good as Lizzo and Eminem, modern day Eminem, I must say.
Gotta articulate them.
And they're like, Raymond, show me your Spotify playlist. You have to be lying. And I like, it was beautiful when I said it into their face, like, oh, I don't use Spotify. I use YouTube Music.
What Spotify?
I could not. If there was a moment in my life where I got bullied the most, it was definitely that, when I said YouTube Music as a joke. And then eventually I finally came out. I came out of the closet with all my friends and family. Uh-huh. I'm a Pandora user for life. And when they said that, they said, Raymond, only old people and like people over their 30s use Pandora. Like old women, like they only use Pandora. And I said, no, there's tons of people that use Pandora. And I saw the teacher, Miss Haggis. She was playing Christmas music on Pandora, and I pointed it out to them, and I said, look, Miss Haggis uses Pandora, and he said, that's exactly what we're talking about. He's like, my mom uses Pandora, and like, that's exactly what we're talking about. My mom uses Pandora, and she's old, okay?
Yeah, you're just proving their point at that point.
Yeah, I had to shut up.
Well, yeah, you can just find it on YouTube. I'll send you the YouTube link, alright?
You got it.
Alright. Well, share this with your friends, guys. Thanks for watching.
Alright, bye.
See ya.